Hey, so this short little video is going to be about why introverts tend to be by themselves and how others perceive them, and what you can learn from this in order for yourself to grow as an introvert. Because many people tend to think that, well, whenever they see us as introverts out in our natural state, shall I say, whether we're not talking, we're just walking, but we're not looking around. We're just in and out when it comes to things. We're not very sociable when it comes to parties or functions and stuff like that. They tend to think that we just are antisocial, but that's not it. If you happen to come into our space, our home, our car, if we get more comfortable with you, that's when you will learn that we're not antisocial, we're selectively social, right? Play a clip, and I'll show you why.
I don't go to clubs. I don't go to bars. I don't go to parties. I don't go to kickbacks. I don't go to none of that. Only time I'm going outside is if I'm getting something to eat or if I'm going to work. Some people call my life boring. Me personally, I just be chilling. I'm at the house 24/7. I don't like to socialize with people. I don't like being around a lot of people. None of that. That's probably some of the reasons I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life, because I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to be around a lot of people. I don't like to decipher people, get to know people. That's doing way too much, bro. I'm past all that, bro. I just rather be chilling on my own.
As you can see by the video, many of us, maybe that's you as well, that's like myself, of course, but we don't really go out much. We don't really do much in general. We're just here living life the best way we can, the best way we know how. We're growing, we're improving, we're being better. But something that we don't lack, or something that we sometimes lack, are the behaviors that can help us become better, that can help us become more socially adaptable or behavior adaptable, meaning that depending on your situation, you're able to kind of modulate your behaviors. For example, when you think of the word charisma, what do you think of, right? Maybe you think of. Hey, so I just want to take a quick break from the video to tell you about these two things: the Clarity to Control Challenge, which is essentially a 5-day group call where I essentially answer your question to help you kind of ease your mind. It could be questions from anything from your goals to how you can like clear your mind if you feel stressed out, anything, right? I do those 5 days, answering the questions you may have and provide my insights based on what I learned over time and from others to help you improve your life. That second one is the execution system for those high achievers or anyone else who think they apply, who feel kind of burnt out because they're tired. They do the right things all the time, but sometimes they still feel directionless. It's like you have the map, but you don't know where to go to. And that's what that system is there for. All you have to do, click the link in the description and give it a try. But back to the video. John Wick, when he's not performing, he's doing an interview. Maybe that's what you think of when you think of charisma. Maybe you even think of maybe The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, when he does interviews, how everyone seems to kind of have a magnetic pull towards him. But have you ever looked at that word charisma and thought about what actually makes that word its word? For example, there's many different sub-behaviors that make up the word charisma. There's many different sub-behaviors that make up the word leadership. There's many different sub-behaviors that make up the word presence, command presence, social presence. All you have to do is take those big words and break it down to sub-behaviors, for you to grow. And for you to grow and become more charismatic, have more leadership, develop that presence, you have to practice those behaviors constantly. Maybe to the point where it gets too boring, right? Because the more reps you get doing those behaviors, the better you will become overall. And you'll get to a point where that progress is not noticeable to you, but to others, it is, right? For example, when you think of charisma, what behaviors make up that word charisma? For example, you say I'm doing my hand and arm signals, gestures like this, that make up charisma because you want people to feel actively engaged to what you're doing. Am I right? Or do you want people to just kind of look around, be on their phone, do stuff like this? No, you probably don't. Right? What else make up charisma? Look at them in the eye. Like I'm looking at you right now through this camera. I don't know who you are, but I'm looking at you through this camera. That's what you can do as well. As you're talking to people, walk around, look at them in the eye. Maybe if you're allowed to, touch your shoulder to show them that you're actually listening, that you're trying to get their attention. But they don't know that. But that is your secret little hint of you trying to get their attention by touching their shoulder so that they know that they need to be present. Otherwise, they risk making themselves look bad because they risk showing that they're not paying attention, right? Think about that. What else can you do that shows charisma? So the first one, what I said before, hand orange gestures. Second one, eye contact. Maybe you can speak slowly. I myself have this thing called process speed mismatch, kind of like a speech disability or something like that therapy I had growing up when I was younger, where my mind think faster than the words that come out of my mouth. So whenever I try to, or not whenever I try, but whenever I speak sometimes and I get too excited or I get too passionate about it, I start speaking and feel like this. But you don't realize what I'm saying, but I understand what I'm saying because that's how I talk, really. Did you understand what I'm saying? Probably not, right? That's why you need to calm down when you speak and maybe pause. Why do you think I said maybe pause? Because for that 1 second there, did you kind of lean in and kind of listen to see what I was going to say next? Or did you just kind of like, don't care. I don't care about that. Right? But back to the main subject about introverts. What else makes an introvert an introvert? Roll a clip.
As an introverted man, you're not shy. Rather, you're selective about the energies you allow into your life. As an empath and highly sensitive individual, you experience emotions on a profound level that others may not understand. This is why you seek a drama-free, conflict-free environment and avoid toxic influences. As a man, you prioritize love and good vibes, surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support you.
Now, let me know in the comments what you think of that video. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Right? I think it's pretty broad because not all introverts are alike. Not everyone's the same. But there's similarities in the way we all act, right? Because like I said, we all have different behaviors. I myself may not seem like an introvert to others because I may seem social. I've developed the behaviors of talking to others. I've developed the behaviors needed to become social. I'm socially adaptable. I can modulate based on their environment, right? But that's because I trained myself. When I was growing up, I remember getting joked about because I used to, it's funny to think about now, right? But I used to get joked about because I used to laugh without changing my face expression at the top. So imagine my top half looking serious like this, and I just laugh. Weird. I know my face look weird. I know. I understand that. But I had to learn the behaviors needed for myself to grow and become better and get to the position I am now. Otherwise, if I stayed the way I was, that would have held me back. So what I did, I started reading books, how to win friends and influence people, and I practiced those behaviors every single day. For example, I think one said, say people first name, look them in the eye, remember small details about them. What else? I can't remember. It was a long time ago. But I practiced those behaviors constantly every single day and got the reps every single day doing that stuff. And guess what? I am who I am now. I'm able to talk to you on camera and teach you things that I learned that maybe you can use to better your life or better other lives and pass information along. Because if you keep this information to yourself, you're only hurting yourself. So pass this video along to a friend who might need it, who might need you to grow. An introverted friend, of course, who wants to be better. Because if you don't, the only person you're hurting is yourself, your friend, and the whole world. Because most people don't understand that everything you see Every behavior that people do is a product of their environment. And the world that we live in now was made by people who are no smarter than you. Just take a step back and think about that. They were no smarter than you. We all have knowledge that we bring into our mind. We all learn different things, right? But you know something more than that person. And Steve Jobs said that himself. Once you learn that and once you understand what I mean by that, you can take that step forward and punch a hole in this world, some type of space, and something will come out the other side. Just as long as you keep practicing those behaviors, just as long as you keep trying your best, just as long as you don't give up and give up to the fight, a fight to become better, to fight to grow, to fight to improve yourself, then you will be good. Just stay consistent, stay strong. Thank you for listening and stay motivated. I'll see you in the next video.